Ready to rock. Yep. All right. Clicking some buttons here. Yeah, there we go. Put them on now. What's up? What's up? A little bit later than usual today because I had some people in the studio. We were doing some things. In the next few days, we'll be traveling and whatnot too. So, yeah, we're just going to roll with it. This is Motivation on Demand. The way it works is pretty simple. You give me a word, and I'll put it into a talk. Yeah. So, shout out to Kwaku, man. It's been a minute. It's been a minute, man. Yeah, throw a word out. Throw a phrase out. I'll turn it into a talk. Live, on the spot. No prep. We're just going to do it just like that. And shout out to everybody on Instagram. Shout out to everybody on LinkedIn showing out. Shout out to YouTube folks. And not to forget the Facebook folks too. Shout out to all y'all. So you're different places. So I'm looking at the chat. I'm hitting all the buttons today. So yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, man. That's what's up. We got to reconnect for sure. Love it. All right. So what this is I salute back to you, brother. What this is again, pie. I love it. Okay. Pie. Okay. We can do that. Pie as a word. So right now we've got pie as a word. Allegra, you going to throw something in there? Go ahead and toss something in there too. Tim, go on, toss them in there. James, you know what I'm saying? Hit us up with a word. But pie, gosh, I have to think about that. I only have a few seconds to think, but the hell am I going to talk about? I'm going to use pie in a yeah. Got it. Okay. All right. The word is pie. Pie. Goodness gracious. Yeah. The word is pie. And we don't back down from challenges. That's not what we do here. That's not what we do here at all. We don't back down from challenges. We don't run or hide from a word. No, there's no or, it's an and. Let's go. And so, noodles. This is actually, I'm going to tell you about, just the other day, we were hanging out as a family and we decided to get some ramen. And there's a couple different options. There's a place that's close by that does ramen right. I mean, they do ramen. They do ramen right. It's real good stuff. But we weren't going to go in to eat ramen. We were going to order it on DoorDash. And we're going to order from DoorDash, right? It's not like it's coming from Lisbon, right? It's not like it's coming from Portugal. It's down the street. But still, you've got to go. You've got to figure this thing out. So I said, well, hold on. If we're ordering it out, I said, we can't use this place. My wife says, why? Because they don't do the details good enough to order noodles, right? To order ramen the correct way. We got to go with the Robata place. She says, well, why? They're more expensive. And I said, yeah, they're more expensive because of how they do what they do. So I was like, wait, well, what do you mean? So we order Robata. Kids get the ramen they want. Everybody gets ramen they want. They understand that if you were to order ramen at a restaurant, it's going to come all together in a bowl ready to go. The places that don't think about the details, if you order the ramen, you order the noodles, it's going to come just in a bowl. Well, what happens when it gets there? If you don't understand the science behind it, things are soggy, the temperatures aren't right. It just doesn't quite work. But this place got it figured out. When you're Ramen arrives. This is a robata place down the street from the house. A little bit more than down the street, probably about 15 minutes away, which actually is a testament to what they're doing here. 15 minutes away, but when it comes to the door, right, when it arrives, the soup portion is separate from the noodles and all the things. And so you've got this bowl, and they created, and the way they packaged it was just amazing, but they packaged it in such a way that you pour the soup in there, and then you're ready to rock and roll. You got all the things, and it's as if you were eating it there at the restaurant itself. That wasn't the experience with all the other places. And so these details start to really matter. In fact, when you really break it down, the details are everything. It's what separates good from great. It's what separates people who sometimes make it to who make it. It's the details is what separates being able to achieve your goal and not achieve your goal. We couldn't order ramen from the other place. Now, they make exceptional ramen, but they don't ship it well. If you're going to ship it, you got to do something different. Those details matter. That ramen was exceptional. In fact, we ordered one extra. We had it the next day, and it was just exceptional. You can't do that at the other places. You've got to think about things thoroughly and think about them fully. Now, in your regular life, what the heck does noodles have to do with your regular life? What does ramen or noodles have to do with your life? Well, you could ask the same question about pie. You could say, well, how can I throw in pie and make that make sense? What does pie have to do with my life? I'm an entrepreneur. I'm trying to make something happen in my life. What does pie have to do with this? Well, think about it. Everybody wants a piece of the pie. Everybody wants a piece of the pie. Those are consumers. But the ones that really get it are curious about how the pie is made. And then they ask themselves a really powerful question is, can I bake one of my own? But you see, everybody can get a slice of pie if I make it, because I'm designing what I want. You see, if you leave it to someone else to say, well, I hope they save me a slice. I really hope they make it the way that I want. I hope that they do what I want them to do. And I hope at the end, when everybody else has their slices, I hope that I've got one left. You're going to wait. You're going to hope. You might get it. You might not. Some days you're disappointed. Some days you're excited because you got a nice big piece. And some days you didn't get any at all. And then you just tell yourself, well, that's how it goes. That's how things work. That's not how things work. Unless you don't. If you get to work and you say, look, I don't want to leave it to chance. If you want the pie, you want the pie. Don't leave it to chance. Find out what are the ingredients that goes into making the pie. Because in life, you don't get what you deserve. You get what you design. I'm going to say that again. In life, you don't get what you deserve. You don't. You get what you design. So what are you designing? What have you laid out specifically for your life, for your relationships, for your marriage, for your children, for your parents? What have you laid out for your business, your career, your advancement? What have you laid out? What have you designed? From everything to your commute, to what you eat, to who you talk to the music you listen to, the books that you read. What have you designed? Now, most of you haven't designed a doggone thing. You haven't taken the time to be specific to say, this is exactly what I want. And you wonder why sometimes there's no slice of pie left for you. Of course there's no slice of pie left for you because there's nobody looking out for you but you. They don't know what you want. How do they know what you want if you don't know what you want? If you don't set the stage, somebody's going to set it for you. If you don't define what you want in life, somebody will design it for you. They'll define that for you. What do you want? What kind of life do you want to live? Where do you want to live? What kind of home do you want to live in? Do you want to be on the beach? You want to be in the mountains? You want to be in the desert? Think about all the details here. And it's not just some exercise just to say if you grit or grind, you'll get it. No, I'm not saying just to say it. I'm saying it because in order for you to get what you need, in order for you to get what you want, you got to know what that is. You've got to define it specifically. I mean, you got to be able to say, I want to live in this type of place, in this type of area, with these types of people, and with these types of experiences, and I want to do this. And then you get to ask yourself, okay, what does it take to get there? What are the ingredients of the pie? What does it take to get what I want? Once you've designed it, you can do that. But if you haven't designed it, you can't do it. So the first thing that you've got to do is be specific about what you want. I got Allegra watching from Lisbon. She's watching from Portugal. You don't think they've designed their life? They've incorporated travel into their life. They said, I want to be able to travel. Well, to travel, you need the money, and you need the time, and you need the logistics, and you've worked it out so that those things are important to you. Now, for other people, it might be, I want to run a dog shelter. For some people, I want to run a restaurant. For some people, I want to play games with my kids, or I want to coach their youth sports teams, or I want to give to my church group, or I want to give to my. It doesn't matter what it is, the specific thing in your life that you want, but you've got to make sure that you've designed what you want. You have to first define what it is that you want. Now, April may want something different than what somebody else wants. Allegra may want something different than what everybody else wants. We've all specifically got the things that we want in our life. And it's not enough to say you want it. You've got to define it. You've got to design it. And once you design it, then you can figure out all the things required to go get it. And once you know what's required to go get it, well, get to work. Yeah. These are so much fun. These are so much fun. Shout out to everybody who tuned in on LinkedIn, Facebook. I see you. I see you, Facebook. I see Instagram. I see you too. And YouTube. Can't forget about YouTube. I appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to Steven. What's up? April, I love you too. Yeah, that's real right there. We got to catch up for sure. This is an episode of Motivation on Demand. I'm John Guyton. And this is John Guyton Studios. I'm pressing all the buttons today. That's why you see kind of behind the scenes deal, because, people taking Christmas breaks and all that type of stuff. So, I got to do what I got to do. And then some days I'm going to travel. So I'll be here from a laptop, a hotel room, or whatever. But the point is, I'll be back. The question is, will you be back? I hope so. Jams. Yeah.